Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to another episode of our WWE 2K16 Universe Mode. And this is a very special one, because this is going to be, well, the last couple of episodes for both Nitro and Thunder. Of course, we are going to be splitting this Elimination Chamber pay-per-view into two separate videos like we normally do. So, yeah, this is the penultimate episode. Then we've got the last episode coming up within a couple of hours of this one being uploaded. And we've got a pretty good card set up for you as well. So let's have a look at that card. We're going to start things off with the Thunder Tag Team Championships being defended by the New Day against the Wyatt families, Erick, Rowan and Luke Harper. This match stems from the fact that Erick, Rowan and Luke Harper picked up a victory over the New Day on our last episode of Thunder, which really cemented them as the #1 contenders. Next from Nitro, we have a television championship match as Neville defends against Kenny Omega and Matt Jackson will be at ringside. We have the finale of the feud between Alberto Del Rio and Chris Jericho. The last part of video #1 is going to be the Thunder Championship match. Got Matanza defending his belt against Rob Van Dam, Paul Wight, Sheamus, Bray Wyatt and Sting inside the Elimination Chamber. What a match that is going to be. We move into video #2 and we are going to have the United States Championship match as Pentagon defends against Scott Hall, Dolph Ziggler and Apollo Crews. We're going to see an inter-brand match as Nitro's Triple H takes on Thunder's The Undertaker. And then finally, our main event for video #2 is going to be another Elimination Chamber match. It's going to be Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Shinsuke Nakamura, Hideo Itami, and Samoa Joe. Did I say Kevin Owens? I think I said Kevin Owens. Well, basically, those 6 guys inside that Elimination Chamber trying to take away Brock Lesnar's Nitro Championship. So, as I said, a really big card here for you this evening. Like I said, we are going to watch the first 4 matches in video #1, and the second 3 matches will be in video #2. So, without further ado, let's get straight into our first match of video #1. And here is that match as promised. It is going to be a Thunder Tag Team Championship match. It's Tornado Tag Extreme Rules, the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston defending against the Wyatt families, Erick, Rowan and Luke Harper. And here we go. We are in New Orleans. And we are going to be releasing absolute carnage here in New Orleans. And we're going to start things off here with the New Day. The only ever-present champions of this universe mode so far. They have held those tag team championships since day #1 of our universe mode. And if they can pick up a win here against the Wyatt family, they could walk out the only ever-present champions as well. The Wyatt family recently moved across from SmackDown here to Thunder as part of a draft swap with some of the cruiserweights from Thunder to really bolster the SmackDown cruiserweight division. And the Wyatt family have a great chance here this evening to really take over Thunder, as the Wyatt family could pick up the tag team championships. And of course, Bray Wyatt is also going to be inside that Elimination Chamber later on for the Thunder Championship as well. So they could really finish his universe mode on a high. And of course, the reason this is the last episode of the universe mode for, well, this is the one from last episode, of course we've got video #2 to come up from this year, is because we are going to be starting a new universe mode in a few weeks' time. We're going to be starting a new universe mode based on the real rosters that were drafted a few weeks back by Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan, of course. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing Raw, SmackDown, and we're going to be bringing back NXT as well. So we're going to try and rush through this as quickly as we can over the next couple of weeks, but I am going to need a little bit of time to get all the new guys together and make sure all the rosters are exactly where they should be. Of course, a little bit of odd ones we've seen. Braun Strowman going to Raw on his own, which is going to be a bit interesting for us to play out in our universe mode. Erick, Rowan and Bray Wyatt went across to SmackDown. However, Luke Harper at the moment is still injured, and rumours have it that we may not see him again. I hope that is wrong. I really hope that is wrong. I'm a massive fan of Luke Harper. He was my favourite member of the Wyatt family. He's the best big man in wrestling, really. He was absolutely incredible. And that little feud he had with Dolph Ziggler last year really showed how quality he was. But unfortunately, when the Wyatt family got back together, he actually injured himself in a dark... It was a dark match, I think. It was a dark match or a live match at a live show. I can't remember now, and he sort of stepped badly off the apron and sort of twisted his knee, I think, and that's what put him out. And he's been out now for quite some time. But I'm hoping he really comes back. I really hope so. And I think if he does come back, I think he'll come back as a singles competitor as well, because he really is that sort of quality to be able to pull that one off. He could be sort of like a quiet, sick and sadistic sort of face. I think it could work, you know. So that's what they're fighting for, the Thunder Tag Team Championships. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston defending against Erick Rowan and Luke Harper. And here we go, the match is underway. Of course, remember, this is a Tornado Extreme Rules match. No disqualifications, no countouts, which I think is really going to be in favour of the Wyatt family in this situation. All pinfalls and submissions do have to take place within the confines of the ring, though. So it'll be interesting to see if the Wyatt family can continue to use the momentum they've built up over the past few months in this universe mode that has allowed them to keep a hold of this championship for quite some time. Just trying to remember who they've defended against now. I think they've defended against... I want to say they've defended against Jordan and Gable. I think that was the very first match we did. They've defended against the Revival a couple of times. Who else have they defended? Defended quite a few times. Enzo and Cass, I think they defended against at one point as well. So yeah, it's been a really good one for them. Now, the one thing I'm really interested with the new rosters we're going to be doing, the new universe mode, is that the rosters are a lot smaller, which means we're going to get a lot more chance to really show the full amount of talent we have, which is pretty good. Because that's one of the main reasons that I started this universe mode with the 4 brands, to really spread the talent around and allow us to use as many as we wanted. And that's going to be the same thing with Raw and SmackDown, but it's going to be to a much more a higher extent, I suppose. Because it will start off with the exact same rosters that they do have, and then we might start to go a little bit crazy. Who knows? Might start to maybe move, say, Bayley up from NXT to one of the other rosters, or we might look to bring back some past stars. Or rumor has it that WWE are looking to re-sign people like Carlito and MVP. Obviously, Rhino's already come back on SmackDown last week. I did read the other day that apparently WWE have re-signed Jinder Mahal to come back and work on Raw. And they've also re-signed Kurt Hawkins to come back and work on SmackDown. So it looks like they're bringing back a few people just to try and bolster up the mid-card. And I think that's a good thing. Especially with the amount of live shows that are going to be going on. You don't want people to get injured by being overworked. And I think by bringing back some more mid-card talent's really going to help them out. And it's good because I like Kurt Hawkins. I think he never really got a great chance in WWE to show what he could do. And now, as time has gone on and he's been in the indie scene, he's really developed himself. Don't get me wrong, when he first dropped into the indie scene, he struggled a bit to get over. But then as time's gone on, he's really developed his character now. And he's doing a fantastic job out there. And I think that's why they're bringing him back. And it wouldn't surprise me when the contracts of Drew Galloway and EC3 were to expire with TNA, if WWE would try and bring both those two back, because those two have really, again, developed themselves so well on the indie scene and in TNA, and really taken the characters to the next level. Luke Harper now sending Kofi Kingston into the corner turnbuckle. Hoists him up onto the top, and what's Xavier Woods got here? Erick Rowan's down, Xavier Woods. Oh, big splash by Xavier Woods from the top rope to the outside. At the same time, Luke Harper hits a big super backdrop on Kofi Kingston, but that's only enough for a 2 count. And Xavier Woods, where's he getting this aggression from? This is not like Xavier Woods at all. Big uppercut there by Luke Harper. Dragging Kofi Kingston into the middle of the ring. Butterfly suplex. Luke Harper really dominating Kofi Kingston here at the moment. Harper up to the middle rope. Went for a senton. Kofi Kingston managed to roll out the way. Now this gives Kofi a chance to get back in this match. Russian leg sweep. As Xavier Woods just continuing his assault on Erick Rowan on the outside. It's crazy. Where's this coming from? Kofi, big diving elbow drop on Luke Harper. And the New Day now in control of both of these little battles. Woods now throwing Erick Rowan back into the ring. Big elbow to the face. As Luke Harper sending Kofi Kingston to the outside. And now this is not a good place for Xavier Woods to be. He was inside the ring. They were both members of the Wyatt family for a split second. Woods distracted there by Luke Harper, allowing Erick Rowan a chance to hit that pump handle drop. Woods slides free, but back into the ring. Sending Erick Rowan into the corner. Rowan with that big back elbow on Xavier Woods. Woods bringing Rowan into the middle of the ring. There is the backbreaker. As Luke Harper continues to just assault Kofi Kingston on the outside. Xavier Woods almost pulls off the free count here against Erick Rowan. So that's going to be the interesting thing as well on SmackDown in real life. Are Erick Rowan and Bray Wyatt going to stay affiliated, or are they going to split into separate entities? That's the tricky one. We know Braun Strowman's gone across the Raw. Was that their way of splitting the Wyatt family completely, or was that their way of just removing Braun Strowman into becoming a single star on a different show? For me, I think it would have made sense to keep Braun Strowman with Erick Rowan and have some sort of dominant tag team, and then maybe put Bray on a different show. I thought that would have made sense, but who knows? If Luke Harper is due to come back at some point, then maybe he can team up with Erick Rowan back in that tag team. But I'd love to see Luke Harper go as a single star. I thought maybe Luke Harper should have been the one that went to his own brand, but of course he can't at the moment, he's injured. But Braun Strowman, you never know, it might pay off. I don't know if the fans are really going to get behind a big guy with not a lot of charisma, so it's going to be a tricky one. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I think we'll give him an opportunity. We'll see what he can do in our universe mode, as Erick Rowan busted open there from that skull-crushing finale, really. That's really what it was. And like I said earlier on, Xavier Woods is really just incredible here to see the amount of aggression he's got. This is not like Xavier Woods. This is completely different for him. Big Saito suplex, almost like an angle slam there. Woods now bringing Erick Rowan back up to his feet once again. Woods has dominated Erick Rowan throughout this match. And there's that big eat defeat. I don't know what Xavier Woods calls it. I've never really seen Xavier Woods use it in real life. So there we go. This could be enough for Xavier Woods to pin Erick Rowan and retain the championships. Kofi Kingston has Luke Harper in a one-legged Boston Crab on the outside. And the New Day have demolished the Wyatt family. Wow. The New Day are going to be the only ever-present champions to walk out of this universe mode. Defeating the Wyatt family here in a Tornado Extreme Rules match. And well done to Xavier Woods, because he really pulled it out of the bag here. He really showed some incredible ability and aggression that we never knew he had in his locker. Don't get me wrong, we knew Xavier Woods was good, but this has been quite impressive here. So we see just a few more of the highlights. Here's that big spiked DDT on Erick Rowan. And of course Erick Rowan was busted open at one point. And when you get busted open, the energy sort of leaks out of your face, if that makes sense. I know that's a very graphic way of putting it. But yeah, the energy leaks out of your face. And it does become very, very difficult to continue onwards. And you see just all these highlights are just all Xavier Woods just attacking Erick Rowan. And Xavier Woods going for a pin. Erick Rowan didn't seem to get any aggression on Xavier Woods at all. And there was that boot to the face. Woods was really struggling for energy at that point in time. And he did manage to drop into the pin eventually after the whole 2 steps forward, 1 step back glitch. And there it is, the win for the New Day. They are going to be walking out of this universe mode with the Thunder Tag Team Championships. And of course, they're also going to be walking into our new universe mode with the WWE Tag Team Championships as well. So the New Day really looking like a force to be reckoned with. And it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out in the long run. Can they take this level of dominance into our new universe mode? Or will some of the other tag teams on Raw have something different to say about it? I'm sure, judging by last week's episode of Raw, the club, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, might just have something to say about it. And here is match number 2 of the evening from Nitro. It's going to be the television champion Neville defending his belt against Kenny Omega, and Matt Jackson will be at ringside. And here we are. The following match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Nitro Television Championship. Oh yeah. Now this has been one I've been really looking forward to, because these two guys in the ring together is just something special. I'm not quite sure that they must have mixed and matched here and there, surely. But I'm not sure if they really got a real chance, because I think Kenny Omega has only really come to the... I don't know, Kenny Omega has been a real top wrestler for a while now, but I think he's only really come to the forefront since he joined New Japan a couple of years ago. Of course, by then, Neville had already been in the WWE for a couple of years or so, so it's great to see this opportunity for these two guys at really their peak to be able to show what they can do against each other. Of course, having Matt Jackson at ringside could be an interesting difference between the two here. What effect are the Young Bucks' Matt Jackson going to have at ringside? And how lenient will the referee be in that situation as well? As here comes Kenny the Cleaner from Bullet Club alongside... Is he tag team champion still? I think he is. No. He's not, are they? Red Dragon won the tag team championships, didn't they? Last pay-per-view. So former tag team champion Matt Jackson. And like I said, just what sort of effect is Matt Jackson going to have on this match? We know what the Young Bucks are like. We know they're very, very good at being involved in things that don't really involve them. And this is one of those cases. This is very much Kenny Omega versus Neville. Two guys at the real peak of their ability colliding. And I'm really hoping that at some point Kenny Omega will join WWE. I'm not sure if he will though, because he seems to... I don't know, he has been on the network a couple of times in some of the other shows with some of the other wrestlers, but I don't know, he seems to speak not badly about WWE, but he doesn't seem to speak too favourably about the WWE where he is at the moment in New Japan. So it's interesting to see whether that's all just taken as a joke or this, that and the other, or whether WWE have taken that, not necessarily to heart, but also just sort of taken it and thought, you know what, he obviously doesn't want to come to us, so we're not going to even invite him sort of situation, which I'm hoping is not the case, because I'm a massive Kenny Omega fan. He does have my favourite move, which is the electric chair deadlift German, which hopefully we'll get a chance to see here today. He sort of takes his opponent up into an electric chair, throws him up into the air in the seated position still, then catches him into a deadlift German. It's an incredible move. I absolutely love it, so hopefully we'll get a chance to see it here tonight. And then again, we do have Neville's Red Arrow, the corkscrew shooting star press. Again, another incredible move that I'd love to get to see again here this evening. Of course, Neville will be moving on into the Raw roster of our next Universe mode, whereas Kenny Omega will sort of fade out into obscurity for now. We will keep him around, because I think when we drop down to doing 3 rosters a week, we will probably start to work a bit more on the random match series, because that's sort of died down a little bit at the moment because of the amount of recording we had to do. Because of course I am still trying to do my Football Manager career mode and my Fallout 4 playthrough as well, just to try and break the WWE 2K16 videos up for myself, just so I don't get too bored of doing the same thing over and over again. Plus I actually get paid for them ones, I don't get paid for this one. So yeah, that's just trying to get as much recorded as I possibly can. And I think by dropping down to the 3 shows a week rather than the 4, that's going to greatly help me to do that, because I should be able to get everything recorded over a weekend, and then it leaves me the full week to really do whatever else I need to do, really. But it means that we probably will start to bring back our random match series a bit more. I do still have your massive list, so if you did suggest some matches ages ago, then don't worry, I do still have all those matches listed down for you, and I will try and record them as much as I possibly can. I've got a massive list now, so I can't really guarantee I'm going to get them all recorded before 2K17 comes out, but I'm going to get as many as I possibly can recorded for you. And I think I might try and do the same with SummerSlam that we did with WrestleMania recently as well. Try and record all of the matches that are going to be on SummerSlam, like Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor and Dolph Ziggler versus Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar. Just to upload on the day of SummerSlam, just to try and wet your whistle, wet your appetite for that big SummerSlam pay-per-view, because I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm hoping you guys are as well. How can you not look forward to Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins in the main event of SummerSlam? That's just an incredible moment. I hope that is going to be the main event. I hope they don't drop it behind Orton versus Lesnar, because Orton versus Lesnar is going to be good. But for me, I think Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins is going to be probably a contender for Match of the Year. I know that's bold to say, but that's what I'm going for right now. Match of the Year contender, Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. How can it not be? Two of the top talents in WWE. Dragon suplex there by Kenny Omega. Bridges for the pin. 2.5 there. Kenny Omega in firm control of this match at the moment. Neville really needs to put his finger out here and get back into this one. Whatever happened to the Adrian and Adrian Neville? Poor old Adrian just disappeared. Ace Crusher there. Perfect position as well for Neville if he wishes to go for it. Standing corkscrew moonsault. Now drops into a pin of his own. And Neville has pulled his finger out, turned it around, and 2 3/4 there on Kenny Omega. Omega, he's caught Neville. Fisherman's Michinoku driver. That could be all. 1, 2. Oh, God. They're getting closer and closer. They're taking it in turns to catch the pin. And every single one gets a tiny bit closer to picking up that television championship. Omega now going up to the top. High risk maneuver, but is it going to be effective? Moonsault. You've got to drop into the pin, Omega. You've got to go for the pin. He doesn't. He stamps on the back of the arm of Neville. Bringing Neville back up to his feet now as well. There's the snapmare. And now locking in that reverse chin lock on Neville. Omega just wrenching back at the head of Neville now. Neville's not in a situation that he really wants to be in here. But it's a great chance here for Omega to pick up a little bit of energy just by slowing the pace down like that. Omega, great move there. I thought Neville had slid out of that one, but Omega with a pump handle gutbuster, bringing Neville back up to his feet, and Neville avoids the bicycle kick and catches Omega, with the Saito suplex. Neville struggling for energy himself, now dropped down to a knee there for a second. Omega slowly back up to his feet. Spins around, catches Neville, throws him into the corner. Omega now hoisting Neville up onto that top rope. What has Omega got planned here now? Looks like it's going to be a superplex. And it is. Big, high impact move once again. Omega drops into the pin. Is this going to be enough to make him the television champion? 1, 2. And again it's so close to a 3. So close to a 3. Omega, big elbow to the forehead of Neville. Lion salt as well by Omega. Stamping on the chest of Neville. And there's the head scissors. Again, it gives Omega a chance here to regain some energy while sort of sucking the life out of Neville. Neville breaks free then. Omega. Dragon suplex, bridging the pin. This could be all. 1, 2, and no, that was a 3. I was sure that was a 3. I thought the referee's hand hit the mat 3 times then, but it's not. Both guys still in this match. Neville gets on the back of Omega. Big German suplex. Neville bringing Omega away from the corner. Standing corkscrew moonsault. Drops into a pin himself. Could this be all? 1, 2. And again, so close. What is it going to take for one of these guys to finish the other one off here? Neville snap suplex on Omega. Can Neville go for the red arrow? I think the red arrow will be the one thing that Neville hasn't attempted to go for yet. Omega's back up to his feet now. Neville, though, catches him with the Ace Crusher. Omega is, well, he's well placed, but not for that corner. But Neville's going to go for it anyway. Inverted 450. I thought he was going to go for the red arrow, but went for the inverted 450 anyway. Goes to the pin. 1, 2, and oh, God. Wow. Just broke out. I can't believe that. I really can't believe that Omega just kicked out of that now, sending Neville away. Omega sending Neville into the corner. Hoist him up onto that top rope. Neville with a boot to the face. What a flipping senton now. I don't think Neville quite caught as much as he wanted to. He hit the ground pretty hard himself. Both guys now down on the floor. Looks like Neville stirring first. Both guys back up to their feet. Neville. Reverse Hurricanrana on Kenny Omega. Again, Neville just dragging Omega away from the ropes. Drops into the pin. Is this going to be enough to finish him off? It was a vicious move. Oh, and again, it's so close. Oh, my word. Oh, my word, indeed. Omega gets caught looking for a German again, Neville. Omega manages to break free. Big clubbing blow against the back by Omega, and what an incredible match this has been. We knew it was going to be. There's the bicycle kick that Omega went for earlier in the match. This time he hits it. Drops into the pin. 1, 2. Oh no. What is it going to take? Oh, this is just incredible, isn't it? It really is. Neville taking Omega up. Brainbuster. And now Neville is going up top. Could this be? No, he went for a moonsault. Why is he not going for the red arrow? He's not gone for it once yet as Omega lining Neville up. Hooks him in once again. Fisherman's Michinoku driver holds the legs to the pin. Surely this is going to be enough now for Kenny Omega. It is, and Kenny Omega wins the Nitro Television Championship here on our final episode of Nitro. And wow, what a match that was. What a match that was indeed. That was incredible. Both guys really had such great ability. Really showed it off. Such great resilience from both guys as well. For a match to go this length, it was a real top quality match as well. I'm really thinking that we should upload this match as an individual entity, and I think we're going to actually. I keep mentioning to do this quite a few times, that I think the best matches we get in the universe mode we should upload into a different playlist. Maybe we can have like a best of universe mode playlist with matches. I think this is definitely going to be one of those. What an incredible match this has been. Fisherman's Michinoku driver by Kenny Omega. And that was the first one. That was ages ago as well. See, that was towards the end there. Neville went for the high risk maneuver, the moonsault. Omega playing possum rolled free, and as Neville made his way back up to his feet, Omega was stalking him. Hooks a leg. Fisherman's Michinoku driver. Holds the legs, and that was enough to pick up the 3 count. And Kenny Omega is going to finish this universe mode with the television championship. Eventually. There he is. Kenny Omega holds the gold. Omega, who dominated our 2K15 universe mode, is now dominating our 2K16 universe mode as well. Since he debuted as the manager of the Young Bucks a few months back to help them out against the Alexa Bliss factor of Blake and Murphy, he's really gone from strength to strength as a singles competitor. And here is the culmination of all that hard work. And Kenny Omega is leaving the Nitro brand Universe mode as the television champion. And here is our next match of the evening. It's going to be Del Rio taking on Chris Jericho in the culmination of this feud from Nitro. Both guys in the ring now. Oh, Del Rio accidentally taking out the referee before this match has even started. I don't think it's going to bother these two guys too much. Now, if you are wondering why I've just put that one on fast momentum compared to the other matches this evening, and that's probably because both these guys do have submission finisher maneuvers. So, we need to get their finisher maneuvers as often as possible, really, because... as well, I suppose Jericho's a bit lucky because Jericho does have the code breaker as well, but he likes to utilise the Halls of Jericho mostly. But as I mentioned in the past, it doesn't really matter anyway. It doesn't really matter anyway what momentum you put it on, because it doesn't really make a lot of difference, to tell the honest truth. I just like to mix and match every now and again. So referee is now back up to his feet. After that tiny sort of... well, nothing really happened, did it, I suppose? Jericho rolls free. Del Rio now sending Jericho against those far ropes. Big step up into Guri. Jericho dropped. As you go into when you take a big kick to the back of the head like that. Big clubbing blow against the back there by Del Rio. Now dropping Jericho into that backbreaker. Del Rio, big right hand. Jericho now sending Del Rio against the ropes. Over the top rope, crashing to the ground below. Jericho joins him out there, bringing Del Rio back up to his feet. And of course, these two guys have really been at each other's throats over the last few months, the last few weeks, shall I say. And it's been a good one, really, because both these guys are two people that never really have had much of a chance to really shine in our Universe mode so far. And because of the Elimination Chamber being this evening, and 6 of our top guys are all involved in that one match, it gave us an opportunity to really showcase a couple of different feuds, which is why we had Neville versus Omega, and it's why we got this match here as well. As Jericho looking to win this one by count out by the looks of it. Del Rio's down on the outside after a 6 count. Makes it back into the ring after the 7. Of course, both these guys are still going to be involved in our Universe mode moving forward. Del Rio, of course, part of the SmackDown roster. Not a very big part of the SmackDown roster by the looks of it at the moment, though. Considering that he wasn't involved in the 6-pack challenge, whereas Apollo Crews and Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin were, you'd think that Del Rio probably should have been involved in that match. And I think Jericho, is on Raw, isn't he? Raw is Jericho, that makes sense. Yeah, I think Jericho's on Raw. So they're both going to continue on their Universe mode. Of course, none of the momentum or anything like that will be taken into the next Universe mode, though, because I'm going to wipe my game completely clean and start afresh, I think. Only a 1 count there. Jericho locking in the head scissors. Another big few elbows to the forehead of Del Rio. And a big kick to Del Rio as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to starting this new Universe mode. I think NXT is going to be very much a new thing for us now, because a few people have left. There's a few new people there since the last time we did an NXT Universe mode as well. So, of course, we've got no Finn Balor, no American Alpha. Apollo Crews has now moved up to the main roster as well. No Carmella, no Alexa Bliss, no Nia Jax. So we're really going to have a chance to really showcase some of the newer talents, such as TM61, the Authors of Pain, got Oni Lorcan now, isn't it? Yeah, something like that. A few new other women wrestlers as well. Of course, we still have Bayley and Nia Jax dominating the roster. But there are some of the other women on there as well now. I have to try and suss out exactly who it is we're going to use, but it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, with guys like Bobby Roode signing for NXT, that's all been confirmed now, of course. We've got Shinsuke Nakamura wasn't in NXT when we started doing our Universe mode. Neither was Austin Aries. So again, 2 great new additions to our NXT roster. Got No Way Jose. We got Andrade Cien Almas as well. He's new. We've not had a chance to use him as yet. So Yeah, quite a lot of new people. I don't know where Elias Sampson's disappeared to. I think he's just sort of died a death. I don't know if he's injured or whether he just never really got over, so they just gave up on him or what, but be interesting. There's the pin there by Del Rio. Only a 2 count. And now Del Rio with the elbows to the forehead of Jericho. And this match a lot more slow and methodical than the previous one, as it's going to be based on the styles. That's the one good thing about 2K. You can really tell the difference between certain wrestlers inside the ring, and that's how you know you're going to put on a good match, because you put on 2 guys like Kenny Omega and Neville that have got very good similar styles, and you know you're going to have a certain type of match. And it's the same here with Jericho and Del Rio. 2 guys that are very similar inside the ring. You know they're both methodical, they're both slow, they're both submission specialists, and you're going to see that represented in the way the match plans out. Jericho now sending Del Rio to the outside. And what's Jericho got planned here? He's not going to go for it, surely, is he? It looks like he is. Del Rio back up to his feet. Jericho comes across. Tope Suicida. Taking Del Rio down. Now bringing Del Rio back up to his feet. Big chop to the chest of Del Rio. And another big chop as well by Jericho. Referee's up to a 2 count now. Jericho taking Del Rio up into a brainbuster on the outside now as well. Jericho sending Del Rio back into the ring. And a big kick to the gut of Del Rio. Jericho, big stamp on the gut again of Del Rio. Jericho dropping into the pin. 1, 2. It's only a 2 count. And this match has very much reduced the pace based on the last match, hasn't it? The last match was very fast-paced and exciting. This match more slow and methodical, like I said. But again, getting pretty close to a 3 count there, Jericho. Kick to the gut of Del Rio now. Jericho looking to roll him over, and he does lock in the walls of Jericho. Submission finishes are not very strong in this game, but you never know. We could see our 3rd ever submission win in this universe mode. We're not going to, though. But has that sucked the life out of Jericho? Or has Jericho sucked the life out of Del Rio, shall I say? Enough to pick up the 3 count. There's the pin. 1, 2. It's only enough for a 2 count. Del Rio back up. Jericho, big elbow to the top of the forehead of Del Rio. Again, dropping into the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Wow. That was a bit of an anticlimax finish, wasn't it, really? Del Rio knocked out by the elbow to the forehead by Jericho. Must have been a vicious elbow. And yeah, this match was okay. I don't think it quite lived up to the hype. It definitely didn't live up to the quality of the 2 matches previous to it. New Day versus the Wyatt family was a good match, and Neville versus Omega was a cracking match, and Del Rio versus Jericho never really pulled off anything special, did it really? There was Jericho there with the walls of Jericho, and a lot of damage was done there, I think, and you see Del Rio really struggled. Jericho pinned him. It was only enough for the 2 count. But it didn't take much more after this pin to finish off Del Rio. Is this the 3-1? That was the 2. And you see Del Rio there, just seated position, really struggling, elbow to the forehead. And maybe Del Rio just knocked clean out with that elbow. It's a possibility. It was a very, very vicious move. It's a possibility he could have just been knocked clean out. But either way, there is a victory for Chris Jericho. Great way for him to finish this universe mode for Nitro. He picks up the win, shows the sort of ability he does have, and of course we are going to see him in our new universe mode coming up pretty soon as well anyway. So if you are a big Jericho fan, then you're not going to lose him. You're not going to lose him at all. Del Rio, of course, as well, moving on to SmackDown. So both these guys are going to continue on for us. And here is our last match of part number 1 of this Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. It is going to be our first Elimination Chamber match of the evening as Matanza Cueto defends his Thunder Championship against Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, Paul Wight, Sting, and Rob Van Dam inside the hellish Elimination Chamber. And here we go, the bell goes and we are underway. And we're going to start things off with Bray Wyatt and Sting in the ring. What a nice little combination of styles. I'd actually like to see this feud in real life. Of course, we're not going to now because of the retirement of Sting, unfortunately. But still, it was a really, really good way to start this show. Or start this match, should I say. And that's a good advantage here for Sheamus. Of course, Matanza Cueto, the champion, Paul Wight, and Rob Van Dam as two of the stronger members of this match. Two people that I thought had a good chance of winning this match are actually going to be the first two guys in it. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any big advantage for the other guys inside the pods. Of course, my money in this one is still on Matanza Cueto. The guy is an absolute monster, and he's demolished people as he's gone through this one. He really has. So Sting is in this match because he defeated Dean Ambrose in a qualifier. We saw Bray Wyatt defeat Randy Orton. Who else was it? Quite a few people. As already we've got another entrant into this match. It's Paul Wight, the Big Show, or the Giant, whatever you want to call him. Now I know this one. Paul Wight is in this match because he defeated Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan in a Fatal 4-Way match. An NWO Fatal 4-Way to get his way in here. And it looks like Paul Wight and Bray Wyatt almost working together. Maybe not. Paul Wight gets a hold of Bray Wyatt and sends him over the top, crashing to the below. To the outside, to the steel graty bit. And that's one thing about the Big Show. I can't stand the Big Show now. I think he's useless. I think he's too slow. It's just not. He just should have retired now, I think. But the Big Show at this age, late 90s, early 2000s, was actually a very athletic wrestler. He could pull off some decent moves. He used to utilise that really good chokeslam rather than the stupid slow motion punch he does now. And I think it's really good. Oh, and in comes the Thunder Champion, the monster that is Matanza Cueto. And now 4 men enter this match. And Sheamus and RVD are both still locked in their cells. And you know what? I'm surprised by that. But, well, I'm not surprised. Obviously, it's random. But at the same time, I thought Sheamus and RVD are probably the two weaker names in this match. And they've both got an advantage. So really, things are going to be looking pretty even in this match now. Because the two weaker ones are probably going to have the most energy coming into this one, as Matanza Cueto just destroying Bray Wyatt on the outside. Big Show almost getting a free count there on Sting. It was only enough for a 2. Matanza went for the free count on Bray Wyatt. Referee only got a 1, but referee didn't see it till late, so it could have potentially been a higher. Now, I really don't know about you guys, but I would really not want to be locked inside the cell with Matanza Cueto. The guy's an absolute monster. And in comes Sheamus, and that allows Rob Van Dam to be the last member added to this match. And that is going to be a massive advantage for Rob Van Dam. Sheamus just taking his time, picking his moment, and there he is. Now just slamming Sting into the corner. Now the elbows to Sting. And Sheamus, very clever here, just trying to back away from the action, allowing other people to continue to use up their energy, while Sheamus just waits it out. It's a clever move. Sting with a punch to the gut of Paul Wight. Looked to try and follow up, but Paul Wight just pushed him away. And now Sheamus has gone from being rather intelligent now to trying to fight Matanza Cueto at the moment. And I love the way they just glitch through all the arena somehow. I don't know how they do that. Matanza going down, and I'll tell you what, Sheamus is actually doing pretty well. And now here comes Rob Van Dam into the match. All 6 guys are now entered into this match, and we have a serious glitchy situation going on in that corner. As, whoa, Matanza. I don't know how that even happened, Matanza. He just seemed to fly across time. Try and stay in the ring, guys. Try and stay in the ring. We don't want any more problems. Sheamus is going a bit crazy now as well. Oh my god, 2K. 2K. You're supposed to be like experts in sport games, and you really are struggling with this one, aren't you? This game has just been like glitch central, this one. Referee down and out, not quite sure how that happened. I wasn't really paying 100% attention, I must admit. So the referee's down at the moment. Matanza with a powerbomb on RVD on that steel grating on the outside. Referee's now back up to his feet. It's Matanza hooking Rob Van Dam into a butterfly suplex again on the outside. Sting looking for the pin here on Sheamus. I think he might just hit a tombstone. It's only for a 1 count though. Matanza now throwing RVD back into the ring, and is that all 6 guys? No, just when all 6 guys are looking to be in the ring, it looks like Paul Wight and Bray Wyatt are going to come to the outside. And now back to the inside. So now all 6 guys are inside the ring. See, I don't know why they don't allow you to have a 6-man elimination match without it having to be an elimination chamber. I just want to have a 6-man elimination match just inside the ring. I don't know why it doesn't let you do it. It's a bit annoying. It's like they've got it here. They've got the match is already written. All they've got to do is remove the elimination chamber. It would work absolutely fine. I don't know why they won't let you do it. I really don't. And I really want to get back four-man elimination matches, 3-man elimination matches. I want to get all the rules back that we used to be able to create our own types of matches, because I like elimination matches. As RVD just testing how much he can travel through these wormholes inside the cell. Sheamus now with a pin on Matanza, only there for a 1 count. Referee was very, very slow getting there to count though. And I think all these guys would love to see the back of Matanza in this match, because he is such a dangerous man inside this environment. And we now have some problems here as both Sheamus and Matanza seem to be outside the cell. Apart from one of Sheamus's legs. What is going on? What? Just what? Just, oh my god. Well, yeah. Come on, Sheamus. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, Matanza. You can do it as well. Get back inside the cell. Come on, guys. Sheamus being twisted through that wormhole. Transversing time and space. Matanza's back in now, though, apparently. He just sort of teleported directly back, and now Sheamus is just humping the cage to the best of his ability. I'm hoping at some point Sheamus is just going to pop back in. RVD standing moonsault, should I say, on Paul Wight as Matanza going to try and help Sheamus a bit here. And it... Whoa! Whoa! What is going on with this bloody game? So Sheamus having some alone time here. Go on, Matanza. Just punch him in the gut. Matanza just got bored of him now. What is going on with this? I'm hoping that Sheamus is going to get back into the match at some point. He's looking like he may have broken his back and his neck as well. So, you know, he's looking in some sort of trouble. It looks like he's in a washing machine. As Paul Wight has the chokeslam on Rob Van Dam, and that could be the end of Rob Van Dam. Into the pin goes Paul Wight. 1, 2, and no, RVD kicked out. I was convinced that was going to be our first elimination. Oh, Bray Wyatt. Matanza was lining up Sting for something there. Bray Wyatt just spun Matanza around straight into his sister Abigail. And this could be a massive elimination here. 1, 2. Oh, no, Matanza kicks out as well. And Sheamus, is he almost back in? Come on, Sheamus, you can do it. You can do it, Sheamus. You know when you've had just far too much to drink and you try and walk home, and yeah, I think that's what Sheamus looks like he's doing at the moment. Yeah, Sheamus is back. Sheamus is back in the match. I never thought I'd be so excited to see Sheamus back in a match before. But Sheamus is back in. All 6 guys are back inside the cell. There's no glitching going on. We look to be okay. As the Big Show, Paul Wight, the Giant, whatever you want to call him, chokeslam from the top rope on RVD. And again, RVD kicks out. Of course, the winner of this match will forever be known as the Thunder Champion, because this is our last ever episode of Thunder. Well, it's not. We've got one more. We've got the second part of Elimination Chamber coming, of course, after this. But this is the last ever event. As Sting on the outside, tombstone pile driver on the steel grating on Sheamus. And Sting, surely you can eliminate Sheamus from that. Drop it into the pin. 1, 2. It's only a 2 count. I think Sheamus being crazy and going through time and space has actually helped him out, because he's not taken as much damage as everyone else has for all the fighting they've been doing. Sting now sending Sheamus into the steel, and oh no. Oh no, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Yep, Sting and Sheamus now both going crazy. You know what, we've still got another Elimination Chamber match to come after this one as well. I'm getting really worried, I really am. RVD up on the top rope now. 5-star frog splash. Sting steals the pin though. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. I wonder whether how that worked. I wonder whether RVD actually hit that frog splash in time and then Sting went for the pin. It's possible. Sheamus now catching Matanza with that vertical suplex. Every time people go for high impact moves, they're just being caught by other people here at the moment. Sting sending Paul Wight to the outside. RVD going up top once again. And another frog splash, this time on Bray Wyatt. 1, 2. And no, Bray Wyatt's still in this one as well. We're still yet to see a single elimination from this match. Sheamus showing his strength, has Paul Wight up in a white noise, hits it. Come on, Sheamus, pin him. Sheamus does finally pin him. 1, 2, and 3, and there we go. Paul Wight has been eliminated. We are down to 5. And the man from the NWO has gone from this one. And I can imagine Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall being unhappy with that. Sting now dropping a leg drop on Bray Wyatt. There's now Sheamus looking to hoist Matanza Cueto up onto that top corner, and he does. Matanza, big double axe handle on Sheamus. Now just standing across the chest of him as well. What's Rob Van Dam got planned here? Double foot stomp to the... Oh, wow, that was a move that was to Sting. Sting was locked in the tree of woe and a double foot stomp to the chest. Standing shooting star press as well by Rob Van Dam. And another one as well. As it looks like Matanza Cueto and Bray Wyatt now on the outside. Hoping they're not going to get glitched out as well. It's a strong possibility, let's face it. There's the pin by Sheamus. 1. Only a 1 count. Wow, Sting's got a lot more in the locker than we thought he did. RVD throwing Sheamus into the corner. Sheamus back with a back elbow. RVD again throwing Sheamus into the corner. Now taking Sheamus up onto that top turnbuckle as Matanza throwing Sting into the corner and catching that big uppercut, and now reverse super suplex by Rob Van Dam. Big slam there by Bray Wyatt and Matanza Cueto. 2 people pin there. I don't know who the referee's counting for here. He was going for the Matanza pin first, which is only a 2 count. And by that time, I think Sheamus had got out of his pin as well. Bray Wyatt catching Matanza. Sister Abigail. And that could be enough to finish Matanza Cueto off. But Bray Wyatt sort of lost interest there for a second. Referee's not even noticed the fact that Bray Wyatt's pinning Matanza Cueto because Sheamus has locked in the Scorpion Deathlock. Referee Matanza would have been eliminated by now. Wow, I think Matanza has really been let go there. Bray Wyatt must have been pinned him for a good 10-15 seconds. Referee not paying any attention as Sheamus was locked in the Scorpion Deathlock. And Matanza may have just been offered a lifeline there. Sting and RVD now on the outside. Sheamus again, cleverly just backing away from the action. Just trying to retain as much energy as he can and allowing other people to do the damage. Sheamus, Irish Curse backbreaker on the outside. Drops into the pin here on Rob Van Dam. 1, 2, and 3. And Rob Van Dam has been eliminated. We are down to our final 4. Maybe not. Are you sure? Yes, Rob Van Dam has been eliminated. I thought he'd been eliminated, then all of a sudden he started to try and attack him still. Well, there was Sheamus there with the Celtic Cross powerbomb. Only for a 2-count. Matanza, the mist onto the hand and then slamming Bray Wyatt face first into the mat. 1, 2, 3, and Bray Wyatt has gone. We are down to our final 3. Sheamus, Sting, and Matanza Cueto, the big monster, still in this one. No surprises there. Went for that double-handed chokeslam. Sheamus with a rake to the eyes, though. Sting has Sheamus up on his shoulders, looking potentially for the tombstone power driver. By the looks of it now, Sheamus power slam on Sting. Matanza bringing Sting back up to all fours and just clubbing blow over the back. Sheamus though just creeping up behind Matanza, dropping him into the Celtic Curse backbreaker, dropping into the pin. Could this be the big surprise we're waiting for? It is! Matanza Cueto has been eliminated. We are down to Sting and Sheamus. We are guaranteed a brand new champion here in this Elimination Chamber. Will it be Sting or will it be Sheamus? Wow. Sheamus just almost creeping up behind Matanza there, just dropping him into the Celtic Curse backbreaker. Sting now lining Sheamus up. Superplex. And now Sting going back up top himself. Not normally we see Sting going up to the top rope. It's going to be high risk. Is it going to be effective? Nope. Sting just jumps straight into the bro kick. And I think it's pretty obvious that is going to be the 3 count. And Sheamus, of all people, is going to end this universe mode as the Thunder champion. Sting went high risk, and Sting's going to regret that now for a long time as he landed straight in the bro kick from Sheamus. But what a match that was as well. So much action, so many glitches, and a brand new champion as well. There's one of the glitches there. You just see Matanza just going crazy there, and Bray Wyatt's outside the cell as well. Yeah, I don't even know how that's a highlight. Is the game just showcasing its glitches there for a second, I think. This is a very close-up angle, isn't it? What was this then? This was a pin after sending Matanza Cueto over the top rope. There's that superplex by Sting, and here you see Sting going up to the top rope, looking for a high-risk maneuver, not the sort of thing that Sting normally goes for, and I don't think he'll be going for it again, as he got caught there with the bro kick. Sheamus hooking his leg straight away, and I think it was pretty clear at that time, after that bro kick, that we had a brand new Thunder champion in the shape of Sheamus. What a great way for Sheamus to end this universe mode on a high. Of course, Sheamus is going to be part of our new universe mode. I believe he's on Raw, I believe. My memory's still not been fantastic, but I believe Sheamus is on Raw. So we're going to see a lot more of him. I'm thinking around about the United States Championship, or maybe actually going for the Raw Championship as well. Although I think Raw has a lot more established big names, whereas SmackDown's only probably got 4 or 5. Raw's probably got about 7 or 8 established people that could go for that championship. So it could be difficult for Sheamus to really get an opportunity in the main event, but still, United States Championship is really his level, and I think he's going to have some pretty good high-level feuds as well. So that is the end of part number 1 of Elimination Chamber. I hope you have enjoyed it. It has been an incredible match. Of course, Neville versus Omega was a cracking match as well. I might actually upload that as an individual match into the random match series as well. So keep an eye out for that. And this Elimination Chamber was a pretty good one as well. If you ignore some of the obvious glitches, it was fantastic. Of course, if you do want to join us in part number 2 of this video, we do have Pentagon Jr. defending his United States Championship against Scott Hall, Dolph Ziggler and Apollo Crews. We're going to see Triple H take on The Undertaker one-on-one in an Extreme Rules match and an inter-brand match as well. And then, of course, we have one more Elimination Chamber to come for you, which is going to be the Nitro Championship. Lesnar defending his Nitro Championship against Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Hideo Itami, CM Punk and Shinsuke Nakamura. And hopefully we're going to get less glitches in that one, but that match is going to be amazing. It really is. I can't wait for that one. So yeah, I hope to see you there. It'll be uploaded probably in a couple of hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours. Maybe a little bit sooner. It just takes a long time for YouTube to upload videos. I'm going to be uploading them one after the other, so hopefully it'll be as quick as possible. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do hit that like button. It does really help me out. And of course, if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button as well for a lot more of the WWE 2K16 Universe Mode. Of course, this Universe Mode is winding to an end over the next couple of weeks, shall I say. And then we'll be starting a brand new one based on the new rosters of Raw, SmackDown and NXT. So I hope to see you all there. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you very, very soon for part number 2.